No lie, the results of this one shocked me. I did not expect that to happen. You know that hole that's in the middle of some spaghetti spoons? People say you're supposed to be able to measure one serving with that. So I wondered, can I do math with that? So if this hole is supposed to measure one serving of spaghetti is about 2 ounces. So the math question is whether or not the geometry works. I'm just curious. So that's a hole, which is a circle. It's supposed to be 1 inch diameter. I looked that up. So that means the radius of it is 1/2 inch. So when you put the spaghetti in there, you're making bundles of it, right? You make a bundle of spaghetti and you put that through the hole to see if it fits. Well, the model for this in geometry would be something like a cylinder, right? Like a can. So this is what a cylinder is going to be. That's the top. Then you have the sides, and you have the bottom. And we know that the radius is the 1/2 inch. And if you measure spaghetti, they are 10 inches long. The volume formula for a cylinder is pi r squared h. So the math here, pi, and then your radius is 1/2. You got to square that, and you're going to take that times the 10 inches. So that's pi times 1/2 squared would be 1 times 1 over 2 times 2. So it's basically pi times 10 over 4, which is pi times 2. I'm just laughing because we're going full metal nerdy on this one, aren't we? So let's approximate this. If you take pi times 2.5, let's approximate this to be 8. So here's the thing, though. When you're putting that spaghetti in there, there's going to be little gaps. So if I look at this, these are little spaghetti strands, right? As you put them into this hole, there's going to be like these little gaps of air that is going to be in there. You can pack them in tightly, but they're not going to like have no air in there. So let's make an estimate about that. So instead of 8 cubic inches, I'm going to make an air gap adjustment. Okay, my air gap adjustment with bad handwriting is going to be 2/3. So let's just say that 2/3 of the 8 inches cubed of pasta is just actually pasta. Let's say 1/3 of all of this is air. So 2/3 of 8 inches is 16 over 3. Okay, that's going to be approximately 5 inches cubed. For those of you math purists, I apologize, I'm being a little rough, but come on now, this is pasta. I'm sure this is not going to be accurate anyway, but let's see how close we get. Now we have the volume of pasta that's inside that hole mathematically. Now we need to convert this into a weight. Density of dry pasta is approximately 1.4 grams per cubic centimeter. Got a little bit of a problem though, because this is in cubic inches and my conversion thingy is in cubic centimeters. So I have to do a conversion here, and I'm laughing because you guys, this is going to feel like an SAT question, so why don't you just take a deep breath, sip some coffee, and enjoy watching me do it. You don't have to do it. I'll do it for you. So what we know is I'm in cubic inches. I need to convert to cubic centimeters. So let's go back and think about this for a second. I know that 1 inch is approximately 2.5 centimeters. It's 2.54, but I'm not making it that complicated. So if I want to talk about these things being cubed, I have to cube each side of these. And so I come up with this conversion factor of 1 inch cubed would be 1 times 1 times 1. Well, that's still just 1. Now I'm in inches cubed, and that's going to be 2.5 cubed, which is 15.6 centimeters cubed. So that's the conversion factor. I have 5 inches cubed. I'm going to put that over 1. 15.6 centimeters cubed, 1 inch cubed. Now I did it that way so these would cancel out. And that's exactly what's going to happen. The inches cubed are going to cancel out, and then you multiply straight across. And this is 1 times 1, so it doesn't matter. And the top is just going to be 5 times 15.6. And that's going to get us 78 centimeters cubed. So what I did here is we just converted 5 inches cubed to 78 centimeters cubed, and if this doesn't work out to be 2 ounces, I'll be mad. So we're going to take the 78 and multiply it times 1.4, and that's going to give me 109.2 grams. Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. We got a problem here. 1 serving is supposed to be 2 ounces, and 2 ounces is 56 grams. So that little hole is mathematically give you 2 servings. Well, if you care about how much food you eat, that's not good. I got to go to the kitchen and test this. Let's go see what happens. That little template I had does have a 1-inch hole. It's not exactly precise, but that's pretty darn close for measuring spaghetti. I took the spaghetti that we have and I filled that hole. Theoretically, that is supposed to be 1 serving. Measured it. Look what I got. Not only did I not get 109.2 grams, I got 152.8. Guys, that's not 2 servings, that's 3 servings. Okay, let's just look at it again. Let's take out 56 grams of spaghetti. I want to see what this really looks like inside that hole. Now, it's not exactly 56, it's pretty close though. So then I took that amount of spaghetti and I put it in the 1-inch hole. Look, this blew my mind. Everybody thinks that this 1-inch hole is supposed to give them a serving. You need to have like a 1/2-inch hole. So the little hole in that spoon isn't measuring pasta perfectly. Nowhere's close, which is fascinating to me. I was curious about it because I don't even own a pasta spoon. But luckily, I do own a digital scale.